Hey, Ted here. Today we're taking a look at technical analysis for SP500. I'll cover wave analysis with the Elliott Wave Theory and provide multiple scenarios the price may take and explain why I prefer one count over another. Let's take a look at the different possibilities. Again, yesterday we were talking about this very local structure, but before getting into that more, let's take a look at the two overall structures that we were talking about. So one of them was that we had this as an ABC, another ABC, and WXY coming down, ending at these lows. Then we were looking for a move which would be related to this higher time frame structure that we have, which was indeed this being an A wave here, and then this three wave move ending a B wave at these lows, and then we would be looking for that C wave to create a running flat or an expanded flat, one or the other, and that was the main idea. So with that in mind, we would be looking for a five-way structure over the lows, and that is exactly what we got. Now yesterday we were talking about the possibility of this being a 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5, or that this is going to be a 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. The reason why I was preferring this to be still a 3 was just because the RSI again. RSI was creating highs here. This was most likely a third of this third having that highest high of RSI, and then creating that divergence for the next peak. And then again, as we took out the highs here, we would create a divergence between these two peaks basically. But we'll look into this in just a moment. Before getting that, just take a look at the other counts as well that we were presenting, in which we had this as a wave A, B, and then looking for C wave. Now, it is very possible that this is indeed turning into a 1, 2, and then this would be a 3. Again, depending on how we're going to be going with the 1.618 extension with this leg downwards or not. Of course, it is not said that we even break these lows, and at that point again, we're going to go with the other count. But both were agreeing that this was something that we were looking for. I wouldn't mind too much about the substructures there. But yeah, a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 subdivisions here are just bad. We have to accept that. And yeah, nothing more to say about that, to be honest. Idea was that we had a 5 here, and this would end the wave 4 of this A, B, and C. And then we would be looking for one more low. So my idea was taking a short up in here, and now I'm in that short position, and again against these highs. This was very potential of having. I had two counts basically here. Either this this structure here was going to be a triangle here, which would break upwards, or this was going to be a 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Breaking downwards, and at the moment at least it definitely feels more like that. This was a 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Of course, looking at these mesh structures over here is not going to give us too much validity about a certain count, because we are in so small time frame, and structures like this happens and we just can't really see what's in there, to be honest. And that's why this whole move here was very, very hard to count as well. But yeah, the overall idea is that we would be getting a 5-way move off the lows here, and this most likely would be a 1, 2, and whether we're going to get 3, 4 and 5 here, and then a pullback, and then a 3rd, 4th and 5th taking out these lows, we'll see. But I'm staying in my shorts again against these highs. Yeah, the other scenario was that we had this as the first 5 waves of something new. So in that case, we would have this as a 5-way structure, and this would most likely, let's see, what did I have it on the other one? Yeah, minuscule, and this would be a wave 1 and 2 and 3, 4, 5 going higher. So at that point again, we would be looking for impulse structure going upwards, and not expecting any more new lows. Let me clean up the chart a bit, just so we can actually see what's going on here. Let's take all of those off. Not quite sure what that was. Okay, that should be fine. And then these ones, there we go, that should be fine. But yeah, this would end the count here and have this 5-way structure up. And now we would be looking for a possible reversal. Again, where are we looking for that reversal? Around the 0.5 and the golden pocket. Those are the most common areas to look out for that wave 2. And depending, of course, whether we are going to get to those levels within a certain time period is going to give us some kind of structure here as well. If we are comparing the wave 1 here in time for that wave 2, we want to see that this 0.618 is not as impulsive as this basically move was. So we might want to be looking at the let's see, where do I have it? Here we go. So the these ones, there we go. So looking at these pivot points, basically, this is going to give us information about whether this move is actually more time consuming than this one here. So when we are comparing the 38.2 here on price and the 38.2 here, which would be the first vertical line here, let me zoom in, we can see that that would be happening late today, basically at the end of today. And at that point, again, we would be looking at whether this move is comparatively more impulsive than this one, giving us a more probable scenario of going down, or if he has crossed this line and has not taken out the 38.2 here, we would more likely be in a wave 2 correction, because again, this would be faster than this one. Hopefully that makes sense. I'm not quite sure how I'm going to be explaining that in future, but I'll see if I can find some other references and other ways to try and to explain that. But it has a lot to do with the angles of this move, basically, and how impulsive it feels and looks on the charts. Because we don't want basically the wave 2 trickling down like this, getting this low, because at that point, again, this feels like it is very impulsive to the downside, and then at least we're going to get something like this. But yeah, hopefully you got the point. But yeah, let's take a look at, actually, we have some kind of levels here. I unfortunately did not prep this, so let's take a look. We have some naked point of control right here around the 36.73 here. So let's pull that up here as well. And also let's take a look if there is some daily. I doubt that is going to be the case. Not really, no. And let's take a look at the volume here as well for this previous move, or this whole area. Yeah, we got a lot of volume around the golden pocket. The volume starts to come in right after the 0.382, so I would expect, even if this is going to be fast after this volume node hit here, sorry, this most likely is going to at least slow the process of coming down around the 37.25, I would think, just based on the volume here. So that is basically what we would be looking at as well. But yeah, it definitely has more confidence that there is going to be a resistance around here. Now, another thing that you could be looking at and monitoring is actually looking at the volume profile for this whole impulse wave structure, and looking at some of the highlighted areas there. At this point, again, we have used a lot of time here on this very much area here, and we've gone through the point of control. Let's see if we pull this through, how, yeah, it's pretty much the same. So yeah, we are well below the point of control, most likely acting as a resistance now. We had it as a support here for this bounce, but we did not really go higher too much, and then most likely backtesting it here and then dropping down further. Now we do have the value area low here right at the 0.5, so that is another key area in my opinion to look out for. So definitely set some alarms there to see what kind of structure we're going down with, if we indeed come down with. We do have that volume node here as well, right on the naked point of control and the golden pocket, so this is definitely an area of interest for sure. But I feel like that is pretty much all I wanted to share on S&P 500 for now. If you made it this far into the video, I would appreciate the likes. Link to my free Discord server in the description below, and for now I thank you for watching and hope you have an amazing rest of your day. See you next video, bye bye.